Hello, my first graders. Today we're in our Go Math book, page 87. If you're not on page 87, find that now. All right. Today on page 87, okay, we are going to be working with our bar model again. Remember, we saw this when we did our addition problems. Okay, so we're going to go over this really quickly before we get started. So when we did addition or plus problems, we talked about how when we go across, we add. It's like having a piece, like one on this, two on this side. Look at this one, 2 on this side, 4 on this side, right? And 2 plus 4, when you put them together, it equals 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our answer goes down here. So it's a part, and together they make the total. Well, today with subtraction, the bar model is a little different. Okay, when we subtract, it means we know how many we're starting with, okay? And we know one of the parts, but we need to figure out the other part, okay? So when we're doing it today, whenever we have a missing number up here, that means that we subtract when one of these are missing, okay? Because we have our total at the bottom, we have our total number, but we are taking, just like yesterday, take a part, right? We know a part of it. If we're missing the other part, we see how many are left. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that today. We're actually going to skip this first part. Okay, I just wanted to show you that example, and we're going to go on to the next page. All right, so here's our bar model, okay? Here's a part, here's another part, and here's our whole. So remember, when we are missing one of the numbers at the top, we have to subtract, okay? Because we have okay? So whenever we're looking at the numbers diagonally like this, it means we're going to take the big number minus the small number to get the other small number, okay? We take the whole and we break it apart. So let's try that today. There are 10 stickers. 7 stickers are orange. The rest are brown. How many stickers are brown? So just like yesterday when they ask us how the rest are, that means we're comparing orange versus brown. We're taking apart. So they wrote our problem for us. 10 minus 7. We know 10 stickers are brown. We have 10 stickers. 7 are orange. The rest are brown. How many are brown? So 10 minus 7. So we are going to draw to show our work. So we're going to start with 10. Okay. Check and make sure you have 10. Okay, if you have 10, take away 7, right? Minus 7. So let's cross 7 off. Okay, how many are left? 3. So 10 minus 7 equals 3. So look at this model. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, why do I need to know this part? Because they already give us our minus problem. Sometimes they're going to show us this bar model without our minus problem, and we'll have to fill it in. That's why it's important for us to understand what we're doing so that when we just have this picture, we know what to do. So we did our 10 minus 7 equals 3. We need to fill it up here too. Okay, so 10 was our whole, part of it was 7, the other part is 3. All right, let's look at this one. Okay, look at our model again. Here's our 8, our 2, our missing number. Remember, diagonal means we're going to take the big number, subtract it by the small number to get our answer. Well, 8 birds were in the tree. 2 birds flew away. How many birds were left in the tree? Okay, so they're using flew away. That means something flies away, we're getting less. Here's our problem. 8 minus 2 equals blank. All right, if we have 8 and we take 2 away, what do we have left? Well, let's look at that. 8 minus 2. So let's draw our 8 circles. That's our whole number. That's how many we start with. Okay, 2 fly away, which means we're taking 2 away. So we can cross off our 2. How many are left? What did you get? 6. 6 are left. So 8 minus 2 equals 6. So again, it's like taking our parts. So I'm going to model that one for you using our cubes. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's our 8 that we start with, right? That's our whole number. Okay, just like here, it's a big line, right? We separate 2, which is our part, right? It's like taking 2 away. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so remember these, right? If we're talking about them together, it equals 8. But if we're talking about as parts, we have 8. We take 2 away, 6 are left. All right, let's try this one. There were 5 cars. Some cars drove away. That means we don't know how many drove away. Then there was 1 car. How many cars drove away? Okay, so our bar model looks different here, doesn't it? We're missing our number in the front. 5 minus something equals 1. All right, so boys and girls, this is the neat part about minus. When we have a missing number for minus, it does not matter. We still take away our part, okay? And I'm going to show you that. Look at it in the bar model. Here, 5 is down here, which means we know we have 5 altogether, okay? And we know we are losing some because they told us things drove away, and we have a minus sign in our problem. So we don't need to do 5 minus something equals 1. We can always go diagonal. If we have the big number and a small number, we can always take away to find the other part. Remember what I said? Whenever you can go diagonal, we can minus. So we can do, instead of 5 minus something equals 1, we change that to 5 minus 1 equals something. All right, so let's make our circles. 1, 2. We have 5. We know 1's going to be left. Part was 1, so let's take 1 away because we know that's how many were left. Okay, so let's see. What's our other number? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 minus 1 equals 4. So our missing number is 4. 5 minus 4 equals 1. Right? 5 minus 1 equals 4. That's our missing number. And I'm going to show you that with our cubes, okay? Just so you understand. That's the fun part about subtraction. Makes it easy when we have a missing number. Okay, so here's our 5 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if we know that 1, right, 1 is our part of our small number. If we know one of our small numbers, right, we can take that off. Now if I take this one off, what's our other number? What's left? 4, right? Doesn't matter how we do it. I could take the 1 off here, right? 5, take 1 away, I still have 4. It doesn't matter as long as we start with our big number and we take away a small number, okay? That's the important part. We always have to start with the biggest number and take away one of our small numbers to get our answer, Okay, so when we have a missing number in the middle, it doesn't matter. We can always take away one of our small numbers. Remember what I said about our bar model, right? We always start with our big number. We can take a small number away to get the other part. All right, let's take a look because we're going to see some more of them again. So here's a regular one. I'm going to see if you can solve this. I'll read it to you. Then I want you to draw your picture and solve. 7 goats were in the field. 3 goats ran away. How many goats were left in the field? Okay, 7 minus 3, because some ran away. Pause. Solve that problem. Hit play to check your answer. Okay, if you hit play, that means that you've solved this problem and you're ready to check your answer. All right, 7 minus 3. So you should have drawn 7 circles. Take away 3, so that means you crossed 3 off. What was left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 minus 3 equals 4. Okay, and then here's our bar model. 7 minus 3 equals 4. Because 3 is one part, 4 is the other part. Here's our 2 small numbers, and together they equal our big number. All right, here's one with a missing number like we did before. We'll do this one together. All right, there are 8 sleds. Some sleds slide down the hill. That means we have a missing number. Then there are 4 sleds. How many sleds slide down the hill? Okay, so we have 8 minus some equals 4. So we have a missing number. But remember what I said about subtraction. We start with the big number, and then all we need to do is take the small number away to find the other part. Okay, we start with our whole number, 8. Okay, and look at our bar model, right? We don't have to go this way. We can start with 8. What's the number we're going to take away then? 4. Very good. So instead of 8 minus something, we could do 8 minus 4 equals something. That's a lot easier to solve, isn't it? All right, so let's do our picture. We start with 8. Okay, and we said, right, diagonal, we're minusing, right? We start with the big number, take away our small number. So we're going to take 4 away. How many are left? What did you get? 4. There's 4 left. 8 minus 4 equals 4. So we start with 8. One of the parts is 4, so the other part is 4. 8 minus 4 equals 4. Very good. That's actually a doubles fact, right? 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay, so always remember, it doesn't matter. As long as you know the big number, you can take the small number away. All right, our last one on this page. I'm going to have you try this one on your own, okay? There are 10 buttons. 3 buttons are small. The rest are big. How many buttons are big? Oh, the rest. So we're comparing, minusing. 10 minus 3. Go ahead and solve. Draw your picture. Hit play when you're ready. Okay, if you're watching, that means you finished this problem. You did your picture and you filled it in. 10 minus 3. You started with 10. You took 3 away. Look, see diagonal, right? Minus. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 minus 3 equals 7. I filled it in both places, right? Because 10 minus 3 equals 7. That's a part and that's a part, and together they equal the whole. All right. All right, let's check out this page. Remember, if you need to pause at any time to fix, you can. There were 8 spiders in the grass. So we're going to circle 8. Some spiders crawled away. Then there were 3 spiders. How many spiders crawled away? All right, some means there's a missing number. But if they're crawling away, what kind of problem is it? It's a minus problem. That's right. So with our minus problem, we start with our big number. What's our big number? 8. They're crawling away. What does that mean? Plus or minus? Minus. Okay. What's our other small number? 3. Then we need our equal sign, right? Because remember, when it's a subtraction problem, a minus problem, we start with the big number, we take away a small number. Even if we don't know what one of the small numbers is, that's okay. Okay, we can solve our problem this way. So I'm going to start off with 8, draw 8 circles. Okay, then I'm going to take away 3. So let me cross off 3. How many are left? Count those up. What did you get? 5. 8 minus 3 equals 5. So 5 spiders crawled away. All right, very good. This says math on the spot. So this is one you can listen to if you'd want. Remember on our materials for chapter 2. Okay, it says write your own story problem using the model. So boys and girls, I am not going to have you write this. Okay, I'm going to do one for us though, and I'll write it out. I just want you to listen to it as we do it, okay? You do not need to write this out. So we have to use this bar model. So I have 7, I have 2, and I have 9. So since we're doing minus problems, I'm going to do a minus problem with this. So remember, if I'm doing a minus problem, I have to start with my biggest number. Well, what's my biggest number? 9. 9's the biggest number. Remember, it's always there at the bottom. So I have to start my story with the biggest number. So maybe I'm going to say 9 cats. 9 cats play. Okay, so now I have to think, okay, well, what's going to happen? If I want to minus, I can either minus this small number or I can minus this small number. I think I'm going to minus this one. Okay, so I'm going to say 9 cats play. So if I'm minusing, something has to happen to make them either go away or I can compare them, can I? Because remember, comparing is also minus. But I think today I'm going to do a regular minus. 7 walk away. I'll put my period in, right? So that I have 9 cats play, 7 walk away. Then I need to get to here. So I'm going to say, how many are left? And boys and girls, how many are left? If I have 9, 7 walk away, how many are left? 2, right? That's my other number. So 9 minus 7 equals 2. All right, so thank you for listening to our problem. If you want to hear another one, go ahead to Math on the Spot. All right, let's look at our last one. I want you to do this one on your own. I'll read this to you, but then you're going to solve. There are 7 toy rockets. 4 toy rockets are red. The rest are black. How many toy rockets are black? Well, comparing problem, right? Taking apart. 7 minus 4 that are red equals how many left that are black? Draw your picture, write your answer, then hit play to check. So take a pause. All right. If you're hitting play, it's because you solved this problem and already have a picture and an answer. All right, you should have started with 7, then minus 4, so we take 4 away. How many did you have left? Did you get 3? Very good. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Then we needed to fill it in up here. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Our big number minus a small number equals another small number. All right, boys and girls, now you're going to work on your personal math trainer, 2.4 today.